Hey y'all. So I just wanted to just say something really brief about just the sanctification process again. Basically, I want to talk about a particular struggle of mine. It is with the spirit of homosexuality. And basically, as a child, I think I can remember as like, I was probably like 4 or 6, I can remember having homosexual desires towards women. And I never acted on those thoughts until my, like sexually, when I say sexually, I mean with another female until I was in my 20s. But I did look at porn, and I did masturbate as a young child, and all the way, well, I wouldn't say, it wasn't consistent. It would happen here and there. And I think I got more sexually active. I got more into the act of masturbating to women having sex in my adult life or whatever. But definitely when I would masturbate, it would be same sex. But I wanted to talk about how God has been walking with me through that process of deliverance and process of healing. And a lot of times in the church, we think that God always heals you instantly, and that's the only way he'll heal you. And I believe that God can heal you in stages, or he can walk with you through the process of healing where, you know what, I used to want to do this, but I don't do this anymore. So for instance, for me, I would, masturbate to women having sex. It's probably been, if I can remember, it's probably been since 2015 that I can remember the last time that I masturbated to the same sex. So I haven't done that since then. And I did have a slip up last year where I did have oral sex performed on me last year, and that was me slipping up. But ever since then, I haven't had any type of encounter with a woman, and ever since 2015, I haven't had any instances where I would masturbate to porn. And so I'm at a point in my life where I don't want anything really to do with that lifestyle. So, for instance, when it comes to this desire of mine, it's still there. Like, there are moments where I will see an attractive woman, or I will feel something towards a woman, but I'm at a point in my life where I don't want anything to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't even try to put myself in situations where it will, exacerbate that desire. So I don't even look at porn anymore. I don't even look at any type of porn anymore, because for what? First of all, I'm not gonna get none, and I'd rather have the real thing than be masturbating. And number two, it's only going to exacerbate the desire. So I'd rather not do it, and that's just my growth in the sanctification process from that. I haven't got completely, the desire is still there, temptation is still there, but as far as me allowing myself to be in certain environments, I just won't do it. Like, for instance, you won't see me in a strip club recreationally. Now, you may see me go to a strip club to go pray for people, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But you won't see me going to a strip club recreationally. That's just not my life. You know, I used to do that when I was in that lifestyle. You won't see me hanging around a woman that I'm attracted to. So for instance, I met this woman maybe a few weeks ago, and I knew right off the rip she was homosexual. Girl got swag, okay? And instantly I said, yep, you need to stay away from her, because you ain't got time to go backwards. So I limit my interaction I limit my interactions with people that, or with women that I may be attracted to. So if I'm attracted to you in that way, I'll talk to you in public, or if we see each other, like, hey, how you doing? You know, if we're friends on social media, hey, you know, that's fine. But when it comes to me going somewhere with that woman by myself, no. I won't do it. I'm at a point where I've learned my lesson enough to know that I'm not even going to flirt with that. Like, you know, there's no point in me putting myself in certain situations where I know that, you know what, it's just me flirting with temptation, and I'd rather not end up in the bed with a woman anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not trying to go in that route. So you won't see me go into lunch with somebody that I'm attracted to of the same sex. I won't do it. I won't go over to their house. Won't be doing that, because I'm just not. Like now, for instance, let's say that somebody needs help or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not very strict on myself. You know, some people are like, you know, I don't try to do that whole, you know, put in like, you know, just strict rules of myself. I just allow myself to be led by the Holy Spirit, or at least I try my best to, you know, be led by the Holy Spirit. So if something's off, or if I feel like, you know, this is not a good idea, then I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just that. I try not to make it into a following rules type of things. I just don't like doing that. It's too much, and I get anxiety, and I don't have time for that. So, like I said, you know, if it doesn't feel right, and if it's something that I don't feel comfortable putting myself in, I don't do it, you know. And that has been my journey with this particular struggle in my life, you know. And I wanted to go through that process, or talk about this with you guys, because I want the church to know, not just the church, but just anybody who's interested, to understand that sometimes the way God deals with us, it's not always black and white when it comes to healing. So when I say black and white, I mean a lot of times in church, we are so used to one way of deliverance, or one way of healing, or one way of how God will do something. And God does things differently for, you know, for people. You know, each individual may get something different from God. You know, Jesus didn't heal someone by laying of hands. He used dirt and spit. You know, he used his word. You know, there were different ways that Jesus healed people. So I think that the church needs to be more open to people's process of healing, process of sanctification. And we also need to understand the Holy Spirit's nature, which his nature is to be long-suffering. So when we see somebody that is still dealing with a particular struggle, or dealing with a particular sin, and they're just in it, and they just seem like they just can't get out of it, and it's like, well, why can't you stop, or what, you know what I'm saying? We have to remember that people struggle differently, you know, and keep praying for people, you know what I'm saying? Be gracious to people, be merciful to people, keep loving people, you know, walk with people accordingly, as the Holy Spirit leads you to do. So because that's what the Holy Spirit does with us. When I got saved when I was a preteen, and I mean, I was so ignorant of God and so ignorant of His Word. I just rebelled against Him in a lot of ways because I didn't know Him. You know what I'm saying? But I had the Holy Spirit living inside of me. And guess what? The Holy Spirit was with me each step of the way. He didn't leave me hanging. He was long-suffering. He was patient with me. And He actually drew me back to Him with love and kindness. So, I want to just highlight these situations and highlight this character of God, because that's how He's been with Nina. Now, how He's been with Tom, Dick, or Harry, that's them. But for me, that's how He's been for me. And I want to share, my process of sanctification with you guys, so that you can understand that God is a good God. He's a merciful God. He's a gracious God. He's a just and sovereign God, and He knows what He's doing with His children. And a lot of times how God deals with me is He actually lets the consequences of my sin, of my disobedience, kind of beat up on me. Because what has happened in my life is that I've tried to do my own thing, and do it my way, and consequences, because naturally sin just has natural consequences on its own. And so, with me, my disobedience has led to consequences, and so that in itself has humbled me more than God inflicting anything on me. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to talk about that, and I hope that helps somebody to kind of understand God and His nature, and just another personality, another aspect of God, that you may not have known, or you may know, or whatever. But that's pretty much it. I love you guys, and hope you have a good morning. All right.